Welcome learners, I am Dipankar Vasamaturi, teaching English in Gajera Global School, Surat. Hello, as an English teacher, I always get this question from people, how to make our write-ups more interesting, more spicy, more bouncy. So let's do it. I'll walk you through this story writing session. So it will be a little long, so bear with me. You can fast forward the video whenever you need. So this is the beginning of a story. This story was asked in the 10th School Living Certificate Examination 2019-20. So this is the beginning of the story. This morning when I woke up and looked in the mirror, I did not recognize the face looking at me. This is not me. So this is some kind of a dark story. It could be turned into a dream story or fantasy story, something like that. So let's see. This is the beginning. I cried aloud, and see, I will show you how to make your sentences, make your description more lively. So initially, I will write whatever comes to my mind, and I will change the sentences, change the images, change the descriptions, and then show you how to add bounds and life to your sentences. I cried aloud and ran out of the uh, room, screaming, looking for my mom. So here we are giving it in this sentence. It looks ordinary, but actually in this sentence I'm giving an example. We are using an image. So what happened to the boy, the character here? He cried aloud and ran out of the room. So running out is a is an image that I'm using here. Screaming, looking for my mom. So these two, running out, screaming, add to the description, and life and monster description. You can make it better. I instead of saying ran out, I galloped galloped out of the room. So by simply changing one word, you have you have added some life and image to it. I galloped out of the room. I stormed out of the room. So different verbs: ran, stormed, galloped out of the room. So using these different types of verbs, you can make it more interesting. So which is the best one here? We'll use storm or rushed. You need to look. See, sometimes they come easily. Sometimes you need to think before you can go ahead. I rushed out of the room. Okay, so in this situation, rushed is the best word. Rushed out of the room like a torch, like a fire. No, like like a rocket, propelled, like a rocket propelled by jet fuel, screaming, looking for my mom. So what happened here? We have added some more meat to the bare description. We, instead of saying ran out, we have used now rushed out of the room, and how? Like a rocket propelled by jet fuel. And this is a comparison, and this comparison is called a simile. So we have used a simile here. Instead of we using this, you can also say like I like a fire in like a fire engine, like I was on fire, screaming, looking for my mom. So this is another example. So instead of saying like a rocket propelled by jet fuel, I was, or you can also say like I was on fire, screaming, looking for my mom, screaming, how screaming at the top of my voice, looking for my mom. I shouted so hard that my lungs seemed to crush my ribs. Once again, an example of an image. I shouted so hard that my lungs seemed to crush my ribs, and this is a hyperbole. What is a hyperbole? Hyperbole is again a comparison, but sorry. What is a hyperbole? A hyperbole is an exaggeration of facts. So he is shouting so hard that his lungs seem to crash his ribs. This is definitely an exaggeration. So this is called a hyperbole. My mother was cooking in the kitchen, hearing now my mother was cooking in the kitchen. This can be kept like this without adding any metaphor or simile. Hearing me scream so furiously, my mother zoomed out of the kitchen with a spatula in her hand. Now zoomed out again, a very fast an image of something happening that is very fast, and then the image here is a person with a spatula in her hand. She must have been cooking what? She must have been cooking. She must have been boiling. So instead of saying cooking, we can say boiling some soup, or maybe some stew, spatula still had some broth on it. So this completes the image. She came out with a spatula in her hand, and then it seemed that she was maybe boiling a soup, or maybe some stew, and a spatula still has some broth on it. So you can see a woman busy in her kitchen, running out to help her son. When she saw me, she was surprised. Now this sentence, when she saw me, she was surprised. Now this part of the sentence, she was surprised, we can make it better. We can make it different. So what can we say? She looked as if she had seen a ghost, maybe, or what? Maybe she seen a this is better, cobra staring at her. So these two, again, we are using as if she had seen a ghost, cobra staring at her. This is a hyperbole, an exaggeration. Once again, again, we are using an image now. She threw a spatula into the air and ran out of the kitchen shouting, "Peter, who was my father?" Again, ran out, pretty ordinary. So what can you do here? Again, took off. She flew, that is, took off of the kitchen. Who was my father? My father was digging a hole in the ground with his spade. He was making a barbecue. He was making this barbecue. He was making an open air oven. Again, complete picture of a person, of somebody who was walking. He was digging a hole in the ground with his spade. He was making an open air oven. He was making an oven for a family to cook something there. So let's see how many words it has now. It is got now 174 words. For examination purposes, the max you can write is 250 words. So this is how you do it using images, similes, metaphors, hyperboles. You can make your write-up more interesting. My father was digging a hole in the ground with a spade. He was making an open air oven. Not noticing, seeing both of us running wildly and screaming like a siren. Again, simile, like screaming like a siren. He was shocked out of his enterprise. Now we are using the word enterprise here to create some fun, because this is the job of digging a hole is not a huge thing, but we are calling it a huge thing. So, an exaggeration once again, shocked out of his enterprise. Seeing us like that, he started guffawing like a demon. So now instead of getting surprised, he started guffawing, that is, laughing aloud like a demon. He made face. I'm writing whatever is coming to my mind. So the same way you can write a story in the examination. He made faces at us for being such idiots. He calmly replaced the shovel and held me by the head and took a towel and wiped the colors of my face. The towel was blue and black and red and what not. And then he pushed me and said, "Go get the mirror. Go get the mirror, you idiot." Your Elvis played a prank on you while you were sleeping. And then Mom started laughing. She said that she had scare me out of my skin. Again, this image has come to me all of a sudden. I watched a cartoon movie in which a dog screams at barks at Tom, and Tom jumps out of his skin, scare me out of my skin. Again, an image. So, and everyone shouted except me. April Fool. So that's it. That's how you can write a story like this. Just go on writing, and things will come to your mind. And as and when you write, you go on adding similes, images, metaphors, personification, whatnot, to make it more interesting. So hope it helps. Thank you very much.